What's up, you guys? This is Emeka here with the Four Movie Men, back with another movie review. And today's movie that I'll be discussing is called Good Boy. This movie just released in time for the Halloween season, and you know I had to give it a watch. I love Halloween, and I saw all the talk about it on social media, and I would say I was not disappointed in this movie at all. So let's get started. This movie is about a dog named Indy and his owner named Todd. They moved from New York City to a rural area, living in a cabin owned by Todd's grandfather before he passed away. During this time, Todd is actually physically sick. He's getting sicker and sicker every day, and his dog Indy has to watch his owner get sick day by day and navigate what's going on as he sees his owner go through a lot of physical, emotional, and mental changes. During this time frame as well, Indy the dog is starting to go through a lot of paranormal activity going on as well. Starting to see dark figures, shadowy images, a lot of nightmares that he's having. And he has to fight off these paranormal activities while also caring and tending for his owner, Todd. So that was basically the whole plot of the movie. It's a really great movie. I think you guys should definitely give it a watch. I will give you my highs and I will give you my lows. Starting off with my highs for this movie, I really enjoyed that this movie was a horror movie based in the perspective of a dog. We don't get movies like that often. I think the only other movie I've seen from a perspective of an animal was A Dog's Journey, and I really enjoyed that movie. I've watched that movie plenty of times, so I thoroughly enjoyed Good Boy as this was the perspective of a dog. I love how there's a lot of metaphorical things happening in this movie. The dog, Indy, he's definitely seeing paranormal activity, dark figures, shadowy images, nightmares. But is this really happening? Or is this just a metaphor for what's going on with his owner? And he's seeing it through the eyes of what he can only comprehend, which is paranormal activity. But in reality, his owner's just getting sicker and sicker day by day. It makes you think a lot. It makes you really think like, oh, is this how dogs really see? Like what's going on with their owners? I don't know. But it's definitely a movie that makes you think. I love that about it. And I love how this movie was only an hour and 15 minutes. It wasn't too short, not too long. Fit the whole plot into this movie, and it didn't have to add anything extra or take out anything. This was a great movie. And also, I want to give a shout out to the directors and producers because I know it's hard to train an animal to act. So I got to give applause to them. My only lows for the movie is that I wish we got to touch on more on the grandfather's story from the movie, because it looks like there may have been a big part the grandfather and his previous dog had in the story, but they didn't really touch in on that as much. They did a little bit, but not much where you know exactly what happened, you know? So I wish we touched a little bit more on the grandfather's story. I also wish that we got a little bit more characters in the movie. I feel like there was only 3 or 4 characters that were in the whole movie, like main characters, maybe just 3, including Indy the dog. But I wish we had a couple more other characters. That's just kind of how I like my movies. You might not, but that's how I like mine. Other than that, I don't really have any other bad things about this movie. Good Boy was great. I definitely think you guys should give it a watch. And this movie, I will say, is a tearjerker, especially the end. So you will be warned about that. But this movie definitely makes you want to appreciate your pets as well and give them an extra hug, because they go through a lot watching us, and we love our pets and they love us. So definitely, if you watch this movie, be prepared to cry your eyes out. Definitely give your animal, your pet, a tighter hug and give them all the loves and hugs and appreciation that you can while they're still here. So I will end with that. Give Good Boy a watch and let me know what you think of it. Until then, peace.